Hello everyone, it's Trish here from Handmade by Trish, and I've got so many exciting things to show you today. The first one, which is very exciting, and I found this out from Jackie. Her site's Jack's. Oh, can't remember. I need to look it up. But on one of her videos, she mentioned that New Zealand Post do personalised stamps, and you can upload your own images. Here I've uploaded my logo. So these are very cool. These stamps are perfectly good for sending mail in the post. You order them from New Zealand Post. I ordered them on Wednesday and they were here with me on Friday, and I just can't wait. I think the envelopes with these little stamps on are just going to look amazing. So I'm really excited about those. The other thing is I'm really late in showing you the new Stampin' Up catalogue. And I wanted to wait to show you because I wanted to unpack my pre-order and show you the goodies that I've got. But thanks to New Zealand Post, it's been so slow coming. But it arrived today, so I can't show you the inside of this catalogue yet. I'm just going to show you the outside. But this is the new 2020-2021 Stampin' Up catalogue. It's going to go live on the 3rd of June, so you will have seen my posts about the last chance products, the products that are retiring. They're going to be available until the 2nd of June, and then there's so many very lovely new things that are coming available in this new catalogue. So as I said, my pre-order finally arrived today, so I've got lots of stuff to make with it. But I wanted to show you some of the bundles that I've got. I only got a small pre-order on this occasion. I haven't really unpacked the box. I've just put everything out in their bundles so I can show you what goes together, what coordinates. So this is the Birds and Branches bundle, and it comes with a stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set with a nest and birds and leaves, and so there's some double stamping ones that you can do, and you can layer the bird on top of each other to give it dimension. And then it comes with some matching dies. If you order them together as a bundle, you save 10%. So I always find the dies much easier than fussy cutting these things out, especially when you've got, some fairly intricate pieces. And this is the dies that go with it. So there's a beautiful die that this actually just leaves the leaves cut. So it leaves an aperture where you can do scenes or something in the background, and you've got different dies that don't only coordinate with the stamps but are also additional branches, and this will be lovely on the edge of a card. So I can't wait to do some samples to show you. I would have liked to have had a lot of samples done before the launch of the new catalogue, but with a swap that I'm doing, I've got to do 11 cards for that, so I'm not really sure that I'm going to get time to do much before the catalogue launches. But that one's the Birds and Branches bundle, which is really lovely. The next bundle that I bought was the lovely You bundle, and this is a stamp set with lots of really nice sentiments and some leaves and flowers. This is one of the red rubber stamp sets that I need to put the stickers on and everything yet, but and then this is, I say a matching punch. It matches in terms of these sentiments fit really nice using it, but it's really cool because you actually get loads of different looks depending on the width of the paper you put in. Will depend on what pattern that you get at the top of the punch. So there's so many varieties that you can use for just this one punch. One of my most used punch is one that does like little flags, and it's very similar to that. So you got the different widths, and it's very, I can't wait to use that. I think that'll be so useful, really good for adding sentiments to cards. So that was another bundle. And then I'll show you the new in colours. So every year Stampin' Up bring out 5 new in colours. So you'll have a set of in colours that retire, and then you'll have a new set that come in. So every year you got some nice fresh colours, and the colours this year are really, really lovely. So let's see if I can get them right. We've got Magenta Madness is this lovely pink. I'll hold it up to the light. So it's a beautiful pink. This one is called, I might have to cheat, Just Jade. This one's called Just Jade. Then we've got, what what's the blue? Misty Moonlight. Cinnamon Cider, which is this lovely neutrals colour. I can see this going with so much. And I love this yellow. This yellow is called Bumblebee. And I just think that is just going to look really beautiful. Oh, yeah. So these are the little enamel dots that are coming in the 2022 in colour range. Each of the different colours that Stampin' Up do, they do designer series paper for each lot. So they do a range called neutrals, one's called brights, regals, and subtles. The subtles are a bit like pastel colours. So with all of the designer series papers, they're two-sided, so you get different patterns, and these are great, just like neutral backgrounds. So this is like little circles in the Misty Moonlight, and then this is a little bit like denim fabric. And then if we go through, and then here you've got writing. It says it's in different languages, but to love what you do and share what you love. And then they do that. They repeat it in different languages. So that is beautiful, that. And then on the other side, you've got like a wood grain look. And so they do that in all of the colours. So you'll see the same patterns are repeated in all of the colours. Look at that pink. It's amazing pink. Anyone who likes pink, thinking of you, Tracy Morgan. So lots of beautiful colours this year. Really nice. We haven't been able to buy the in-colour inks, but they will be available once the catalogue goes live. It's just because of COVID-19 and delays and getting supplies and shipping and that, we haven't actually been able to get the inks yet. But so far we've been able to get the lovely designer series paper, and this is just the cardstock. Let's see if I can open this up. So this is in the in colours too. Yep. Doesn't want to open. Let me get my fingernail in there. There we go. That'll get it started. So there's the Bumblebee. Then the Cinnamon Cider, the Just Jade, whoops, the Magenta Madness. Wow, you want to see this in real life. This is just so pink. And then the Misty Moonlight, and it's a very lovely blue. In fact, I really like all of those colours. Quite often there'll be one or two colours that don't really float my boat, but all of those colours are really nice. And then every catalogue, and in fact I am allowed to show you the current catalogue. This is the one that's retiring. But in every catalogue that we have, we've got suites and a suite of products. So if we, for example, look at Magnolia Lane, because I got that one, page 36. So it gives you the option where there's so many different items, and you can have one code and it orders all of the items. So you get the whole suite, you get everything that coordinates. And in this one, you had a stamp set and dies, an embossing folder, designer series paper. I mean, the list goes on forever. But you don't have to buy the full suite. If you like, you can just buy select items. And that's normally what I do, because there's normally something in a suite that I don't like. And rather than buy it and kind of sit on it and not really use it, I tend to just buy the bits that I want. But wow, in this coming up catalogue that launches on the 2nd, there are so many suites in there that I love. And I was able to pre-order 2 of them. There's still more that I want to get, but they're just going to have to wait. So I'm going to save my favourite till last. So this is my second favourite. This suite is called, let me find it in the catalogue. It is called In Good Taste. And I'll go through all the various bits that you get in the bundle if you buy it as a bundle, as a suite rather. So you get this bundle, which is the Tasteful Touches bundle, and the bundle is the stamp set, which is red rubber stamp set, and some tasteful label dies. Now you can just buy those two items together as a bundle and you save 10% buying them as a bundle, but rather than buy them as a bundle, they include it in the full suite, so you still get that discount if you buy it in the suite. And with the dies, these they've got lovely detail on them, so they give you stitching and embossing. So these ones are stitched, and where it cuts it out, it actually stitches on both sides, so you'll have a stitched label, but you'd also have a stitched frame from the negative part of what you cut out. But these ones here, the middle line cuts, but then you've got these embossing lines, so you get this lovely embossed detail on it. So there's a little flag, you've got these lovely shapes, banners. This looks like it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to try that. It looks like you get a starbursty kind of cut, but then these little stitches in it. I think these are just going to look beautiful. Well, I've seen some samples of these being used already, and they do look really lovely. And this actually, although it coordinates with the set, they sell it as a bundle. If you didn't like the stamp set, this would be an amazing set of dies to get, because you could use it for so many sentiments, and it just makes them have that little finishing touch with those stitches and things. So really looking forward to using that one, and I'll know that I'll find that really useful for lots of things. And so there's the matching stamp set. It also comes with these lovely little elements. They're called elements. There's in the packet you get 91, and let's open it up and have a look, shall we? Probably be useful if I had a blade to open it up. Never mind. Oh, I will get it open. Here we go. So you get several sheets of these little elements that will just punch out of the wood. It looks like one of them has gone astray somewhere. So here we've got some like little hexagon-y sort of shapes and some crosses, some leaves. So they're nice little elements that you can just add to your card. Oh, there's that little cross that came out of there. And you get loads of them. So they'll last you for a while. Do some pretty cards with those. Let's pop that in there. So they're the wooden elements. Also in the bundle you get the Tasteful Texture 3D embossing folder. Hopefully you can see that in the light. It reminds me actually of the fabric that our sofa's made out of. So it's a very subtle texture, but it just helps to add a little bit of texture and dimension to your cards. Oh, need to pull the whole thing out. So you can sort of see the texture that it will give you on your cardstock. So that should be nice as well to use. Let's pop that in there. It's going to take me a little while to unpack these properly, because what I do is I catalogue all my stamps. So I stamp them all out with the embossing folders. I emboss, I was going to say a little bit of scrap, it's not really scrap. So this is what I do with my embossing folders. I create a little panel and I add them to this. So these are all the embossing folders I've got. And it shows you, so you remember what you've got, but you can go through and decide what you want to use on your card. So I need to do that with the embossing folders, and I cut all the dies out with my punches. I cut these out so that they're really good for if you think, oh, is that sentiment going to fit in there? You can have a look and go, no, just. But you can try them and see whether a punch is going to work. It just saves you a little bit of time. And then the other thing that comes in that In Good Taste suite is the Tasteful Texture Designer Series paper. Now, pretty much all, not always all, but 99% of Stampin' Up DSP or Designer Series paper comes double-sided. And in this pack you get, this is quite a thick pack, this one, you get, how many? 24 sheets, and each of the sheets are double-sided, and it gives you a list of the colours that they've used. So this is really helpful when you're trying to coordinate your cardstock and what designer series paper to use. So it tells you the colours. So here we've got basic grey, early espresso, grey granite, night of navy, petal pink, rococo rose, smoky slate, very vanilla, and whisper white. So lots of nice neutral colours in here, so it'd be really good for backgrounds. You can never have too many of this kind of textured stuff because it's not too busy, so it's really good to layer things onto. Let's have a look at what we've got here. So that's lovely, that bit of wood. And then on the other side you've got this like tiles, hexagon tiles, and it looks really textured, but it's smooth, but it looks really textured. It's lovely. So you get 2 of each sheet, and each sheet's double-sided. Then you've got this, which is like a linen or a burlap type design, and then here you've got some more tiles. These will make really lovely neutral backgrounds. Wow, look at this one, like dark wood planks. And then on the other side, oh, that's pretty. That's the rococo rose colour. That's sort of like what you'd imagine on an artist's palette. But doesn't it look textured when really it's not? It's just smooth. Some nice other wood panelling. Wow, that looks nice. That reminds me of our floor in our bathroom a little bit. That's just a nice grey. It'll be a nice grey background. And then on the other side we've got tiles again, or like bricks, tile bricks. And that looks incredibly textured, and yet it's flat. It's quite amazing. Some more wood. And then the other side, again, a little bit like a sort of, it looks like it's a photograph of fabric or something. But that's really nice. Wow, this is a beautiful. I need to look up what this colour is again. This looks really pretty and looks really textured. And then on the other side, sort of like tiles again. Another one like this, a little bit like gesso or something like an artist would use on a canvas. It does look like gesso on canvas actually, or white paint on canvas, but that's very cool. And then on the other side, some wood panels, but once again, they look like, because of the little shadows and that, it looks like they're 3-dimensional. They look amazing. Hi, Mum. Good to see ya. This one is the Misty Moonlight. So you've got the Misty Moonlight blue along with this sort of like gesso or paint on canvas type look. And then, again, tiles on the other side. Some more wood. And this is, yeah, like upholstery fabric almost. And like I say, it's incredible how textured it looks, and it's just flat. It's lovely. Another fabric looking design. Oh, that's quite nice. Tiles as well. I'll have to make some cards for the Steele family, because they've got some amazing tiles behind their cooker. And I can imagine a lot of these would look good with that. This is this is like light laminate flooring type paper. And then once again, some really textured tiles on the other side. So wow, that's beautiful. So that's the designer series paper in the Good Taste bundle. So I can see me using a lot of that. It feels like there's a lot of sheets there, a lot more than normal. So that's nice. And then the last suite that I've pre-ordered, although like I say, there's loads in the catalogue. This is my favourite, so I've left the very best to last. So I don't know, probably maybe a month ago now, I posted a video. I did a Facebook Live where I was doing the wet wipe technique, and I made loads of leaves. And because the wet wipe actually makes your ink go a long way. I did loads of them, and I thought, well, since I'm doing them, I'll stamp them out, I'll cut them out. So I've got this little container that's got all my leaves in it, and you'll see I've even got some wooden element leaves in there, and loads of different techniques. This is the wet wipe technique again. So I just have them there so that when I'm doing cards, I can just go straight to this little box. Well, anyway, I posted this thing about leaves, and then I think it was the very next day, if not the very next day, maybe one other day went by. And that was when we got to see a sneak peek of the new catalogue. And this was just the minute I opened it up and saw this, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Have to have all of it. So what to go through first, I'll do it in order. So the first thing that comes as part of the bundle is the Forever Fern bundle. And this comes with a stamp set, so you've got the red rubber stamp set, and then you've got these dies. And the really nice thing about the dies is you get a die to cut out all of these leaf pictures, but you also get some that just cut their own leaf design, their own leaf pattern. So if I look on here, you've got these that'll cut out the actual stamp design, but then these are their own leaves. And this reminds me a little bit like a ginkgo leaf. And I just think these, I can just see myself using this all the time because I so love leaves, and I can see myself filling up that little container. In fact, I might need a bigger container because it's great to have those sort of things pre-cut. It just saves you a lot of time when you're making cards if you can just go and grab some rather than having to stop and stamp them and then cut them out. So I'll end up doing a whole stack of leaves, so I've got loads in different colours so that I can go to them when I want them. So I can't wait to use this. That is going to be the first thing I'm going to use. Then the next thing is the greenery embossing folders. Now these are lovely. In the new catalogue, when it launches, there's going to be some new die cutting machines that Stampin' Up have bought out. So Stampin' Up used to sell the Sizzix one, the Big Shot, but they stopped selling that, and they've designed their own one. And they're bringing it out in two sizes. So you're going to have a big size, and then you're going to have a mini. And these are going to fit into the new mini embossing folder. So this one gives you leaves on both the top and the bottom. So it'll give you a nice long panel. I'm guessing that that's going to be the length of a standard A6 card. So you can have embossed leaves coming from the top and the bottom, so that's going to be lovely. You could put sentiments and stuff. There's lots of things you could do with that. And then this is the other design, which is just sort of like leaves going up. So you get these two embossing folders together in this little one. It's called Greenery Embossing Folders, and they're the two different designs. So can't wait to do a little test of what they look like. Then what's next? Then we've got the Forever Greenery laser cut. Oh, I'll do the laser cut paper in a minute. They've got these lovely golden hoops. There's 10 in a packet. Let's take one out and have a look. Wow, these are lovely. So look forward to using these. I've got to make 11 cards for the swap I'm doing, so I'm not going to be able to use these because I'll be one short, but didn't think of that when I did my pre-order. Otherwise I could have ordered 2 packets, but these look lovely. Really nice quality. We've got the Forever Greenery trim combo, and this gives you 2 different, I say ribbons. So it's a little bit like a gorse. Let me get the let's open this up. It looks like it's really soft. It looks like it's going to tie nicely, or oh, that's beautifully soft. That's lovely soft. So that's going to make beautiful bows. It's almost like a gorse, like bandage sort of. That's lovely, really nice. It looks like it's sort of very vanilla, not quite white. But that's beautiful and beautifully soft. And then this is sort of like a gold cord. Let's see if I can snip that. here we go. So this is just like a gold thread, which is very pretty, very shiny. You wait until you see the gold elements, which I'm about to show you next. So they're beautiful. They're going to be really nice. But you have a look at this. So this is called Forever Gold Specialty Designer Series paper. You get 4 sheets. Oh, actually, it says 6 sheets. So maybe it's 3 of each, not 2 of each. I mean, wow. Wow, talk about gold. So these will just punch out of the background. I will actually take them all out of this and put them in a container, a bit like my leaf container. But these will just all lift out. In fact, let's get this one, show you this one. The gold is so sparkly. Look at that. Wow. Wowza, wowza. And so delicate looking. So one side is gold and the other side is white. So you could colour that. You could use your blends or well, actually anything. You could watercolour it. You could do lots of different techniques on that to give it a different colour if you wanted to. But I just think the gold is so beautiful. And I'm not normally a gold person, but these are just stunning. So it looks like you must get 3 sheets of this design. I'll just pop that there for the minute. So each one is layered with a bit of tissue paper. So you'll see you get some that have got like panels, so you could layer them up. There's a set that I've got a die, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, which is kind of similar to this. It has smaller leaves going around, and I use that all the time. I love that. I can see these going very quickly. Well, actually, I can't see me being stuck with any of these pieces. Actually, there's usually some bits that you don't like so much, and so you don't tend to use so much, but I can see me using all of this up really quick. So all those 3 sheets are the same, and then you get 3 sheets, and these are just like panels. So you can make a card pretty much. I mean, how simple is this going to be? Just to put on an inked background or some layered over something. So they're already kind of pre-cut. There's some little bits of scrap that just need to come out there. I'd hate to work in the factory where they clear these bits out. They must get so many stuck. But like the other pieces I showed you, it's white on the background. So you could make that any colour. But they're just incredible. So you've got like this leaf. You've got some geometric patterns. And some fern. Wow, look at that. Isn't that just stunning? So I can see these being used up by me pretty quickly as well. I'm just going to flip these over like that. I am going to put these back in the bag because they're a bit delicate if I just leave them kicking around. And I will in a minute later on off camera, I'll punch those all out so that they're ready to just go to when I want to use them. Because they're so delicate though, I will put them in a separate container rather than kicking around with my other leaves. And then this is the designer series paper, and this is just beautiful. So the colours in here, you've got garden green, just jade, pear pizzazz, pretty peacock, shaded spruce, soft sea foam, and whisper white. Now I remember when the soft sea foam colour came out and I thought, what are they thinking? It seemed like such a pale insipid green, but you know, I have actually fallen in love with it and I use it quite a lot now. It's a colour that I've actually really grown to really like. So I'm glad there's some designer series paper with it. So this design is just beautiful. The lighting in here does not do it justice, but this is just so pretty. So on one side you've got leaves, leafy theme, and on the other side you've just got bit more sort of you could use with anything. So here's all your variations in the different greens. Aren't they beautiful? This is the soft sea foam, which I use quite a bit now. Wow, this one is very ferns on one side. Wow, that's a pretty cool design on that side. Some more leaves. That's lovely. This is just such lovely paper. Wow, I love that. I can see me using this a lot. I do sticky note holders for the Eyesight Centre in Tikawiti with sheep on, and I do them for the Otrahonga Kiwi House with kiwis on. And I like these leaf patterns for the back of it. In fact, I might have one I can show you that I've done. No, I've hidden them somewhere safe. I've put them somewhere safe. But that'll be really useful for that. Some more leaves. Wow, that's pretty funky design. So pretty. And these all coordinate with the stamps and dies, so they'll look amazing together. So wow, I like I say, I need to make these 11 cards, and I'm going to be making them with my Forever Greenery, I think it's called, suite. I won't be able to share them with you though until after the share has completed. So sorry, I'm giving you a bit of a teaser now, and I won't have much to show for it for a few days. But as I say, the new catalogue will be going live for customers on the 3rd of June. One of the advantages of being a demonstrator is you get to order from the catalogue early. You get to do a pre-order, which this is, but it was very late coming because of the New Zealand Post and just everything taking so much longer at the moment. So if anybody would like a copy of the new 2020-2021 catalogue, please send me a message, let me know, and I'll be happy to send you one in the post. As I say, I can't share the inside of the catalogue with you at the moment, but as soon as I can, I will share that with you. But there's a peek of the front cover, and you'll see these new, like that looks like the new Bumblebee colour. Looks like the new Just Jade, so the new in colours. So really exciting to have my hands on that, and it looks amazing. So if you've got any questions, if you want to discuss perhaps becoming a Stampin' Up demonstrator and all the benefits that brings, discounts, free products, there's a really amazing joining offer that's coming up in June. I'll keep that there while I talk to you. That's coming up in June, and it'll be, so you get so many benefits for joining anyway. Your starter kit, you get quite a lot of free product. This is the old catalogue, so I'm allowed to open this one. So you can join Stampin' Up for, well, I should know this off the top of my head, and I don't. Join, so for 189 New Zealand dollars you can get how much value in product? Loads. I'll look it up later, and I'll put it on the post. But you get it costs you $189 for the starter kit, but you get a lot more than that in your starter kit. And in addition to that, for June, you'll be able to get a free bundle. And a bundle is like, it could be a stamp set and a die set, or it could be so here's a bundle, Friend Like You get the stamp set and the silhouette dies that match it. So with the bundles, some of them are really good value, and when I can show you the inside of the catalogue, they're over $100, some of the bundles with the dies, and you'll be able to get that free for joining in June. So that's a really amazing offer. I don't remember when they've done one that's given you so much free product. So if anybody's interested in finding out any information about that, then please do contact me and I can talk you through the options and possibilities, and then you get continual benefits for as long as you stay a demonstrator. So it was good chatting to you, and hopefully I shall speak to you soon. Bye.